Female Wrestler of the Year from WWE and AEW. The nominees, before I say the results, included Rhea Ripley, Toni Storm, Liv Morgan, Mariah May, Nia Jax, Mercedes Moné, Bayley, and Willow Nightingale. A lot of great women on this list. Another somewhat competitive poll here. Who'd you vote for, Mr. Marceau? Who do you think won?
I probably voted for Rhea Ripley. I would have wrote in Roxanne Perez if there was an option.
Sorry.
I'll probably say Rhea won. I mean, she had a great start of the year. Obviously, she got hurt, but I mean, I feel like she's been in big stuff all year round. So I'll go with Rhea. I mean, I think she had a solid overall year. Roxanne probably should have been in here. She was champion pretty much the whole year. But I'd go with Rhea out of the nominees.
So after what I said about Fraxium and how they were a last-minute addition and they ended up winning the whole thing, honestly, that probably would have been the case with Roxanne. I would not have been shocked. But because I did not include her, the results were as such. First place, barely at 29%. Second place was 26%. First place, Toni Storm. Timeless Toni Storm was actually the Women's Wrestler of the Year. I think it might be the first AEW winner, right? I'm not sure.
It was.
I think so. 29%. 26% was Liv Morgan. And third place was Rhea Ripley. We got to give Nia Jax her flowers here. She was fourth place in 9%. Nia Jax, we said it before, she had a great year. I'm not going to say that she's had all these 5-star bangers. She's had the best matches of her career this year. But like her character work, the booking, everything about it, her work across the board, including some of her matches, have been very, very good. And I feel like she deserves a lot of credit. Even though she came in at fourth place, Nia Jax and Liv Morgan, both, who came in second place, had the best years of their careers by far.
No, I completely agree. I think, like you said, Liv had a great year. I feel like she finally started getting her push that she deserved. And then with Nia, I mean, I think since she's come back, she's had a great year. And she's never going to be I feel like she's just never going to be a great wrestler. But as her heel turn, I think she had a great overall year. And obviously her matches weren't amazing, but I think she still had a solid year overall.
Yeah, I think she had an excellent year. Toni Storm as well, I mentioned. She was champion for a majority of the year before she lost the belt to Mariah May. She was gone after that for a few months, just recently resurfaced. But, I mentioned the recency bias with a lot of people. How if you're hot now, then that's who people are going to vote for. Toni Storm was gone. When I started doing these polls at the beginning of December, she had not been on TV since August. So I honestly did not think people would not remember, but would not have her fresh in the mind. But she actually ended up winning with the great year that she's had, and now she's back to being the rock star Toni Storm, and she's kind of pretending to be the rock star. She's probably it's like an acting thing or amnesia. No one really knows, but that's kind of the cool thing about it with where they might be going with it. Your thoughts in the year that she's had as far as the character evolution? I know the timeless stuff probably isn't your cup of tea, but it did get her over, and she had a very good year as far as the in-ring stuff goes, too, and also getting Mariah May over, too.
Yeah, like you said, I wasn't a huge fan of the timeless stuff, but like you said, at the end of the day, I did get Mariah May over, who's seemingly one of their bigger women stars right now. So, and end all be all, I mean, I think it definitely did what it needed to be. I think there is still some longevity with her coming back as the rocker, but like you said, maybe she's just, it could still, I think there's some legs there. So I think all in all, it's good. And like you said, I think that's probably one of the brighter spots.
Rhea Ripley coming in at third place was kind of surprising. I know you voted for her, but she was only the women's champion for the first couple of months. She was out, came back, was out again very briefly. Now she's back again. They got to end the Liv Morgan thing. I think 2025 should be a better year for her. She's finally a babyface, and that's great. But they have to figure out, what are we doing with her in 2025? Who is she working with? How can we capitalize on her popularity? I feel like her direction this year wasn't great because, it's been better than Bayley's, who had a very good year to start, and then they lost their way with her completely. At least Rhea's had a stable direction with Liv Morgan and whatnot, but they got to do a better job as far as having her come across like a babyface, or that's not even the best way to put it. I just want a better year for Rhea in 2025.
Yeah, I think she still had a good year. Like I said, I think just the injuries didn't help as well. She was champion. She beat Becky. Then kind of got in the whole Judgment Day Liv thing, and she was hurt, came back, hurt again, seemingly back again. They kind of just need to kill, like you said, this whole Liv and Rhea thing's kind of been done to death. We just need to move on from this.
Yeah, desperately. On January 6th on Netflix, I hope that we will.